All right, to watch this video for April 18th. It's going to be a Tuesday. Pretty nice pop in the market today. Really nice bounce. If you take today's candle out of it, certainly SPY looked like it was rolling over. Maybe going to test these lows. And instead we got pretty strong action to the upside. Here it is on a 5-minute basis. So a steady climb and a very strong close today. And then I'll just do a quick glance at IWM as well. Pretty much the same chart. Looked like it was rolling over to retest at least recent lows, and then nice pop today there as well. So the market's holding up just fine. So we go ahead and just build our watch list. I'm going to put CBLI on watch. Now, if you trade it all, you know that, hey, this thing is way ahead of itself, right? I mean, that's just what you call a stupid move. But whenever you have a stock that out of the blue, 39 million shares, and has a move from a low of 203 to a high of 488, you got to pay attention to that one for the next several days going forward. I'll show you what it looked like this morning. All right, it looked like this. It was on our gap play watch list. It popped, and then kind of started chopping sideways. And when this candle got up to, it's hard to show it because this is 2 minutes, but you know, on a 1 minute basis, when this got to about 2:30, I happened to be on the microphone at the time, so I was able to say, hey guys, this CBLI could be worth a shot right here. 2:30, worst case stop below the volume candle itself, which would have been close to 210, I guess. You know, in anticipation of a possible high of day break and squeeze. I mean, it took a while to really get going, but I mean, even if you got it at 230, 235, it gave a quick move to almost 280, and then main thing just closed super strong. I had an end of day crazy rally. Never came back, you know, to where the stop would have been. Huge move. Huge move. So we've got to watch that one for the next several days going forward. It certainly needs to come in for a couple days, but you never know what's going to happen. So it goes on a chart as early as tomorrow. SCON, I was putting this on StockTwits and Twitter that I really like this thing. It had a nice looking chart. And when I was doing that, it was about $1.83. Okay, it was about right here. Loved the daily. I said it has catalysts above, posted the chart, and had a nice end of day rally from that area to about 217. I had a nice afternoon trade in that one. And you know what, it goes back on watch, because if you look to the left where this closed, there's really nothing in the way of a continuation day, but it's also made a big move in a very short period of time. So that's another one needs to go on watch for the next several days. U.S. Steel, bear with me 1 second here, the letter X. I'm going to bring us, I have a smaller version that I always have the daily chart on. So I'm just bringing this up to show you the 200 day there. So you've got 3 days in a row, almost straight down, took out that 30 support, and the 200 day is right there. So this is a pretty good candidate for a bounce tomorrow or the next day. So X US Steel goes on bounce watch tomorrow. I don't have the 200 day on this chart, but the other one just showed it to you just fine. So that one goes on bounce watch. AKTX, which had this huge move from like $7 to almost 22. Now you're 4 days lower and a big down day today. Doesn't take much volume to move this thing, as you can see. Came all the way down to the 20 day before bouncing intraday. That's this one's overdue for a pretty handsome bounce. I want to keep my eyes on this one for a bounce tomorrow. ADPT. Zoom in a little bit here. So you had this nice pop on ADPT, over 30 million shares. This would have been, let's see, that was Thursday because the market was closed on Friday. So this was on Wednesday. It went from $1.12 to 370. Put in a lower high, and then today again a lower high. So this goes on bounce watch. It's kind of flagging here. This one might turn up, give us a nice trade tomorrow. NADL, similar setup. I mean, a crazy move. Now we're 3 days lower. Remember, this thing started, it closed this day. Where's the close? At 73 cents, right? And then went to almost $4, and now you're 3 big down days. So shorts have had a pretty good way with it. We're back down to the 8 day. A lot of times when a stock has a big gap up, they go into a range. And so you can argue that this is coming. A lot of people talk about filling the gap and everything else, but you could argue right now it's come down to the bottom of the range. So it might be starting a new range from here to here. We don't know. But the volume's declining on this pullback. Really nice candidate for a possible bounce tomorrow. BWEN, really, really strong stock. 3 days down, almost hit the 20 day today. This one goes on bounce watch. And then lastly, I have NYMX, which was on the list for today, and it never broke. But I like this one over 450. I'll pan out a little bit more here. So you had a nice move back here, lower high, then it's kind of flirted with this 4 a few times, and then finally broke through it, and a very tight flag. Not much in the way. This thing looks really good over 450. I'm going to leave it at that. We'll add some gappers in the morning. Oh, before I get off here, real quick, only a couple more days that we're going to offer a 2-week. It's an almost free trial. I don't do free trials because it causes chaos in the room. People show up and just. I've seen it in many chat rooms that they have free Monday or free Friday or whatever. You can get pure chaos because it doesn't affect anybody that wants to just wreak havoc. Not that we've ever had that, but probably because I don't offer free trials. So it's like I think it's $39. You have to. I'll put the link in this video in the description to this video on YouTube. So just going to offer that, I think, for a few more days. It's panning out very nicely because people are coming in and then they're actually upgrading and becoming longtime members. Sorry, longtime members to the chat room. We don't offer the lifetime anymore. So that's the reason we do it. We want people to get a look in the room without having the free trial and any kind of chaos caused by that. So it's a couple more days probably. We're going to offer that. All right, 2 weeks. I think it's $39. The link will be in the description, or if you're on our email list, the link will be there as well. It's a great opportunity to see a completely different chat room from some of the nonsense that's out there. All right. Again, I don't advertise. I haven't spent a penny on advertising this year. I don't put sports cars or pictures of my house on the website because I don't want people to think trading's easy. And anytime somebody puts that stuff out there and makes day trading look like it's the road to riches and it's easy money, they're just trying to sell you something. All right. But we will actually show you a way to pull money from the market on a daily basis without all the goofy gimmicks. So anyway, it's a great chance for a few more days to catch our almost free trial. All right. Enough babbling. Have a great night, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.